Hey everybody, it's Uncle Scott. Welcome back to the QwerkyReax channel. First things first, I chopped all my videos, so if you don't want to hear my setup here at the beginning, but you do today, use that scroll bar and slide right into the music. Guys, it happened. It actually happened. What happened? I'm an uncle again. My niece was born during the time since my last recordings, because I had to double up recordings because of me performing at Lincoln Center. So she was born and I was able to see her. This picture is from when she's 2 days old. She is precious and perfect and amazing, and it's awesome. So doubling up on the Uncle Scott from now on. Um, Also, it happened, the surprise that I've been talking about. If you're a fan of the channel and you've been looking at my other videos or watching my other videos, some of you called it in the comments and I couldn't really react to any of it. But yesterday I sat down virtually with Samuel Perry Falvey. That's right. Sam and I had nearly an hour long conversation about all the new stuff, about all of Vincent's Tale. I asked him some old stuff, like about older songs, just because they were production questions that were always nagging in my mind. It was an awesome conversation. I can't wait to show it to you guys. That's going to be next Wednesday. I will probably sprinkle some things of it. You know what? I could just sprinkle one of them now. Why don't I do that? So I will clip into this video. Uh, I will do one of the first questions I asked him is one that's been bugging me and bugging a lot of you in the comments. Every time I bring a new person on and watch Money Game 3, I say there are two cuts in that video. And everyone says, not everyone, some people agree with me. Some people say they've heard them say there's two cuts. Other people are like, no, they never confirmed that. So everyone knows there's a cut at the wheelchair. But then is there a cut? I've always said that there's a cut when he takes off the money bag at the start of the video when he's looking in the mirror. So I asked Sam point blank, is there a cut there? Here you go. First thing I'm going to do, because this would be, if someone said, if you got to ask Sam one question, what would it be? This would be the question I asked, because it's been so hotly contested in comment sections. I bring guests onto my channel to react to Ren's music videos, and I always show them Money Game 3. And I always say there are two cuts in Money Game 3. And then my comment section goes crazy. And they're like, there's definitely not. There's one at the wheelchair, and that's the only one. And I'm saying that the shot that happens right here at this part, when he does the, I'll even play it. He does this, takes it off. There's a cut there. There has to be, right?
Okay, so in interviews, Ren's always mentioned going behind the wheelchair, so that is undisputed, and that we had to do for the water machine, rain machine, and that made total sense. And I edited and color graded this video, which is unusual because Ren usually does, these days, edits a lot of the stuff himself.
Okay.
And we have post houses that we go to for color grading and stuff. So yeah, I try not to get involved in these arguments because I don't want to get in trouble. But yeah, that was a lot of fun in post, that moment. There was a lot of painting frames.
Painting frames. Okay.
Yeah,
So
it was a lot of Photoshop. I'm not a visual effects artist.
I gotcha. So wait, but
And
just so you know, your internet cut out just as you were about to say what you weren't going to say. So that's an
yeah,
even worse tease to the, like, it's like
that's even
planned.
better. That's even better. Keep them, yeah, on the hook.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
So that moment, I would probably get in trouble. But yeah, there's two cuts of the video. I spent a long time hiding that cut. I had to do a lot of painting single frames and masking and things in between Photoshop and DaVinci and Fusion and all of the different things. It was
So
a real ball ache that moment.
so now you're
But
making me feel
so
guilty for pointing it out. That's what's happening right now.
yeah, you've put me in the spotlight, and I feel like I probably can't avoid it much longer. But yeah, that his hair does change.
I knew it. I'm telling you, I knew it. I did legitimately feel bad though, because like he's like, I worked so hard to make it not look like a cut. But while I did feel vindicated, I did feel bad. Also, there are other stuff coming though, where there were things that there were music videos that we've watched where I've said they must have done this here, and that's not what they did. So that's coming up as part of that conversation. Guys, we went down a rabbit hole on Vincent's Tale. Like, we really got into some thought process things and how they put it all together and the arc of it all. It was a great conversation. I'm really excited for you guys to see it. And like I said, I'll try to sprinkle some videos in my shorts. That sounds weird when you say it like that, doesn't it? Ew. What is wrong with my head? Okay, let's move on. Anyway, today's video, also important, is the last, I believe, in this Skinner Brothers narrative arc. This is Pink Heineken. Here, I will put it up for you. So this, I think, is the last video of that day that we've been following. You know, each one starts with a time code or a time of day. You can tell I work in production because I said time code. But so I'm interested to see what happens here. I will say I don't know that the song can beat the last song. The last song I listened to was by far my favorite song in the whole series. They're all bops, but I'm saying that one was ridiculous. I couldn't get enough of it. I don't know what is wrong with my head lately that I can't remember things as well as I used to, but I cannot for the life of me remember the name of it. Here, I'll try to find it really quick. Oh, it's Twos on a Cigarette. Twos on a Cigarette. That's what it is. So yeah, that song is ridiculously good. So I don't know that they're gonna beat. Why am I so sweaty? I don't know that they're gonna beat the the music, but I am interested to see how the story ends. I'll stop babbling. I was so excited to show you guys the clip and to tell you guys about Sam that I feel like I'm exhaling now for the first time in like weeks, because it took us a while to set this up. But ever since he commented on my reaction to Starry Night, I have been trying, like, we've been kind of chatting on Instagram trying to set this up. So it's been a long time coming, and I didn't want to say anything to you guys and then it not happen. But now it's happened. It's in the can. I have to sit down and edit it, mostly for sound. He was having some internet troubles on his end. But other than that, like, I don't think it could have gone better. The only way it could have gone better is if I had more time, because I had so many more questions, but the man is a busy man. Anyway, let's get to this. This is Ren and Skinner Brothers' last installment, Pink Heineken. Let's get it.
Now Jack's on the west way. He fucked up his whole estate. You know he's never saying nothing, cause they keep it in his head till the day he died. It's like I know I'm fucked up, but I never change. I've been bad and I'm still deranged. When I come out of the can, I got the fear and the dread. Quarter in the forecourt, not giving head. Now every fucking place I go, every dark cream crack, every watering hole. And then you left me for dead. I was deader than Zed in New Orleans.
Forget about yesterday. Just hold my game.
Whose voice is this? Whose voice is this? That, I don't think that comes from Skinner Brothers. I mean, otherwise I feel like we would have heard it before. And usually it would say featured in the title. When we're done, I'll have to like close out of the full screen and see if I can see. I mean, I guess I can just look right now. Does he say it doesn't say. Thank you. Grabs a CD and vinyl here. Yeah, it doesn't say. Oh man. All right, well, maybe you guys know and can tell me in the comments who that is, because that's a really smooth voice. I love it. We'll back up a little bit. Also, how he's driving stick with the mask on is beyond me.
New Orleans.
Forget about yesterday. Just hold my gaze and separate. Truth hurts, but angels can sing. In blue, green, and pink Heineken.
Yeah, I'll bolt up the M-way. 125 on a slip lane. Cause nothing adds to nothing when nothing's in your head. I hope the feeling's gone. It's like I'm always on top, but I'm never done. Holes in my shit, but it's never sunk. And I don't know how I do it, but I do it in my sleep. Fucked it, I don't think, just blink. But I always bring the soul. Long hair, leather jacket, call it rock and roll. And I don't even mind, cause I ain't got the time to fuck about.
Forget about yesterday. Just hold my gaze and separate. Truth hurts, but angels can sing. In blue, green, and pink
No, the song is good, bro.
I watch the blood run red as an angel's breath brush gentle down my side. I was left cold in my room to die. Clip my wings, now I can't fly. Tears and sorrow fill the spaces hollow. Blind men lead while the wise men follow. Sing for tomorrow, wait for the shade to pass. But the past holds on, but the present goes fast. Won't last, tick tick fade away. Time don't mind, don't for no one but death, the cause of no rest. When it's said, when it's done, guess I try my best, yes, yes. I live like I died today, and if I die today, then I live like I died today. My self-made shallow grave, and when the time comes, I will die with a smile on my face.
Forget about yesterday. Just hold my gaze and separate. Truth hurts, but angels can sing. In blue, green, and pink Heineken.
Bro. Like, I couldn't even stop it because I was vibing with it. Wow. Like, let's go back to that for a second. Like, first of all, I don't know who the female singer is, but this just could be wishful thinking, but the way she drops down to the alto so easily is giving me Chinchilla vibes, especially when she comes in with that harmony, because it's giving 1 to 5 a little bit. So I wonder if like Chinchilla did a solid here, and like wasn't asking for credit or to be featured, but because I know that Ren and Chinchilla had worked on some stuff like for collabs together outside of How to Be Me and Chalk Outlines. So the rumor is there's more of them coming at some point. Also, real quick, this is another thing from the interview. There's other Ren stuff that they've already shot, other music that's still set to come out. Like they've already shot the music videos for. So I don't know that that's with Chinchilla. I don't think it is. I think it's separate. I think it's their own Ren stuff. And there were like little hints and shots of them and some of the stuff we've already seen. Watch the interview next week and Sam talks all about it. But I was like, yes. But I'm wondering if this is Chinchilla just because of that sound, but I can't tell. I mean, you guys probably already know because this stuff came out a few months ago. But this song is a whole nother vibe. Like it's kind of what I like about it is it very much sounds like a conclusion, verging on an epilogue. Like it kind of, we followed this whole arc of energy and this, even the words, the lyrics are very like reminiscent. The part where he says, if I, I live today, I live my life as if I'll die today. So if I die today, I'll have lived my life like I had, or something like that. We're gonna listen to it again. We'll hear it again. But it's that tone. It's that it's that sentiment, and I just find it like it's just such a good conclusion to what they've been doing for this whole narrative arc. He's getting better and better at doing stuff at not just like when he has like a Vincent's Tale, they did this whole narrative arc. Like it's the length of a feature film when you add everything together. But he's starting to do it more and more in his other things. And they took this like handful of songs and they put a whole narrative arc to it. And then the tone matches. And that's just such a cool thing to do. And I get that the music helps you do that, but to double down on it and make it this effective, Ren's a genius. You all know it. What am I saying? I want to listen to it again, so we're going to listen to it again. You probably
Jack's on
want to
the
listen to it
west
again,
way. He fucked up his whole estate. You know he's never saying nothing, cause they keep it in his head till the day he died. It's like I know I'm fucked up, but I never change. I've been bad and I'm still deranged. When I come out of the can, I got the fear and the dread. Quarter in the forecourt, not giving head. Now you're every fucking place I go, every dark cream crack, every watering hole. And then you left me for dead. I was deader than Zed in New Orleans.
Forget about yesterday. Just hold my gaze and separate. Truth hurts, but angels can sing. In blue, green, and pink,
Yeah, I'll bolt up the M-way 125 on a slip lane. Cause nothing adds to nothing when nothing's in your head. I hope the feeling's gone. It's like I'm always on top, but I'm never done. Holes in my shit, but it's never sunk. And I don't know how I do it, but I do it in my sleep. Fucked it, I don't think, just blink. But I always bring the soul. Long hair, leather jacket, call it rock and roll. And I don't even mind, cause I ain't got the time to fuck about.
Man, that entrance.
just hold my gaze and separate. Truth hurts, but angels can see.
So there's a really smart production thing they've done here too. So the video starts at something like 4 something in the morning, and when they start, they're riding down this road and the lights are on, the street lamps are on, kind of lighting their way. It's very early morning dusk, which they may have shot that in the morning. They may have shot that at night, at, early evening. But then they do that one shot that just happened there with Ren kind of yawning and them chilling in the car. And then the light comes up. So that moment of him doing that allows time to pass, because it's like they were sitting there just chilling. Even though you only see that for a second or two, it clicks in your brain like, oh, they were waiting there. And then when you come to this shot, this is fully lit now. There's no lamp posts on anymore. Street lights aren't on anymore. And they did that because the shots near the ocean would have been too dark for them to shoot without lights, which they don't have with them. They're using sunlight for all of this, ambient light. So there's no way they would have been able to shoot what's coming up in the beach if they hadn't waited that time. So they may have made that drive and gotten there and then legitimately had to wait like anything from 30 minutes to 2 hours, depending on when they shot it. But it's a production trick so that your mind doesn't register that they had to let all this time pass for the lighting to change so that when they shoot the beach, you can see it better. Because what we're about to see, which we know, this is our second pass, is very well lit because it's daytime. It's not early morning either. Like this shift to this level of light happens over hours. So if they shot that first thing at, let's say, like, you know, legitimately 4:30 in the morning when the street lights were still on and it was still giving this vibe, then they had to sit there and actually wait till probably at least 7 a.m. at least, depending on, you know, clouds and time of year and all that stuff. See how bright that is? That's not 5 in the morning bright.
I watch the blood run red as an angel's breath brush gentle down my side. I was left cold in my room to die. Clip my wings, now I can't fly. Tears and sorrow fill the spaces hollow. Blind men lead while the wise men follow. Sing for tomorrow, wait for the shade to pass. But the past holds on while the present goes fast. Won't last, tick tick fade away. Time don't mind, don't no one but death, the cause of no rest. When it's said, when it's done, guess I try my best, yes, yes. I live like I died today, and if I die today, then I live like I died today. My self-made shallow grave, and when the time comes, I will die with a smile on my face.
Wait, the line he said right after that, a self-made shallow grave, that is hard. Think about that. I live my life like I'll die today. A self-made shallow grave. Bro. That hits different. I didn't even peep that the first time we listened. That hits different. Yo. That's the thing with Ren, man. You get into his music and you get into the vibe of the thing and everything else, and then you really, really like listen to the lyrics over and over again and you catch new things. That is so well put. Because if you live each day like you'll die that day, you're going to take more risks because you figure tomorrow isn't guaranteed. But by taking more risks, it's a self-made shallow grave. You all probably were already there. I wasn't like mansplaining. I just was in my head still processing that he put it that way. I'm so jealous of his writing. Okay.
Forget about yesterday. Just hold my gaze and separate. Truth hurts, but angels can see. In blue, green, and pink Heineken.
Wow. Just wow. Just he's so good. He's so good. I can't. Like I don't even have words for it. This might be my second or tied for second favorite song of the whole Skinner Brothers collab. Because I really like Dream Life too for different reasons, totally different vibe, but it was that kind of like club. It was very nostalgic for me. Then Two's on a Cigarette. I can't help it. That song I could listen to over and over again. But this was Pink Heineken's right up there with Dream Life. It just is. Wow. This is so good, guys. I'm so glad I got to do this, Skinner Brothers kind of this come back to reacting pretty much just in time, like a little bit after this dropped. And that kind of goes back to me like talking to Sam. As you guys know, like I kind of stopped for a while because the channel was getting, slammed all the time, and I was told it was going to be taken down all the time, and it was just causing way too much stress. And I missed it so much. And kind of relegating myself to only once a week instead of every single day, that helped a lot with like my brain. And then also kind of just saying, I'm just going to focus on the people that I know are cool with reactors, like Ren. And, I'll still do some Chinchilla because I don't seem to get struck on her stuff. I want to do some more Scarlet Faye. I think she put out more stuff. So I just want to keep trying to stick in that. But this was, I like this, doing an arc like this and talking to Sam reminds me of how much I love doing this. And even if like no one's watching, I know there are some of you that do, and you kind of nerd out on it with me too. And I just really appreciate it. I'll stop babbling. I'm sorry. The last couple of days, I literally did the interview yesterday at literally this time of day that I'm recording this is when I was recording with Sam. And I don't know. It meant a lot. I really enjoyed it. And it's not something that I thought would happen when I first saw High Ren or when I first watched Money Game 3, which were the first 2 videos I did for this channel. Solo. I brought in other people to react in between, but that's kind of crazy to me. So it's kind of a full circle moment. And I'm still a little bit in my head about it, obviously. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you made it this far, I appreciate you. Please tune in next week. If you have any interest in hearing what Sam had to say. I think a lot of you will. When I asked him about so much stuff. I asked him about losing it. I asked him about Cujo beatdown. I asked him about a specific thing that happens in Violet's Tale. I tried to stay away from things that he's mentioned in other interviews. And then we did an absolutely deep dive on Vincent's Tale, all the chapters, every single song. It was awesome. Like we legit talked for 58 minutes straight. So I think it's going to be worth the watch. So stick around for that next week. Like I said, I'll try to put some teasers out there during the week coming up. I'm super busy working on another project, but I am going to try to do it because I think you guys will enjoy it. And thanks so much for being here. I hope you're having a banger week because I kind of am. So, if you're not, feel this energy through the camera. Soak up some of mine because, wow, banger week. I feel like it's almost weird to say, but I'm going to say it. Don't wait for life to be easy to be happy.